Okay, so I'm going to participate in the collab started by Path to Debt Freedom, another fellow YouTube budgeter extraordinaire, and this is my Dave Ramsey Story collaboration. Okay, so she asked 3 questions, and I'm going to answer the 3 questions. Question number 1, how long have you been doing the Dave Ramsey plan? I started doing the Dave Ramsey plan the middle of January this year. So I started it, like about January 15th, January 14th, middle of January. What baby step are you currently working on? I am working on baby step, I should have studied. I'm working on baby step 3, 4, and 6. 3, saving up your 3 to 6 month emergency fund. I'm actually at 4.8 months of my emergency fund saved up. I consider that step kind of complete, which is why I'm doing the other steps too, because technically, you can, once you're at 3 months, you kind of, you're kind of good, and it's up to your personal preference what more you want to do. Of course, I'm working towards saving up a full 6 months, and then once I get that, I'll move to 8 months and 9 months and 10 months and whatever, but that's where I am with that. Step 4 is the funding 15% to your 401k or your Roth IRA. I am doing 12% to my 401k. I visit my tax guy this month, and I'm going to get some advice from him on what should I do with that other 3%, because 12% puts me at the max that I'm allowed to, the before tax max, which I think is like $18,000 a year or something, I don't know. And then I'm skipping step 5 because my son is already 23 and I don't have any other children, so I don't have to save up and put away for college. And then step 6 is paying down your mortgage, working on paying off your mortgage. So I'm doing that currently by sending extra money to my mortgage every month. Okay, step 3. What was your total debt when you started baby step 2? Now, I didn't officially start baby step 2. When I did this last month, I had about $12,500 in debt. So I paid that off like as soon as I made the decision to do the Dave Ramsey plan. So I paid that off like in a day. And but if we look at the previous year, I had paid off without even following Dave Ramsey. I paid off $27,013 in 2015 in debt. That included all of my student loans and a few cars. Well, I think, I got my mom a car, so it included that and things like that. So if you add those together, that's $39,513 if we want to pretend like I started my baby step 2 last year. That's what I paid off between last year and January of this year. The next question is, what is your total debt now? I am debt-free save for my properties. My investment property, which I read Dave Ramsey's book, Total Money Makeover, and he doesn't advise in paying off your investment property, so we're not working on that. And then my house that I live in right now, it's not paid off, but everything else is paid off. What estimated date do you expect to pay off, let's say my house? Because I'm working on doing that. I owe $512,986.63 on my home that I live in now. So a super goal. Oh my goodness, if I can have that thing paid off in 10 years, that would be super awesome. I did the math. I would have to send them $100 million a month in order to make that realistic. I'm not willing to do that, but I do believe in magic and miracles and awesome things happening for those who are awesome. So it's possible. It's possible. But in the meantime, we just want to go blind at it and just send money to it every single month. And then number 6, do you plan on doing a debt-free screen? Honey, child, boo-boo, friends, if I pay off a $500,000 home in 10 years, and if Dave Ramsey is still doing his show in 10 years or less, yes, I will be in Nashville. I've never been there before. So I will be in Nashville eating all the barbecue, gaining 10 pounds, and just, I would be there screaming. I would be practicing and screaming my little heart out, because that would be absolutely amazing, especially being that that's something I've never even considered doing before in life, until I started watching all of you all's great YouTube videos, the budget people I follow on YouTube, and I started looking at people who've actually paid off a home. Before that, it wasn't even realistic, so I had to really brainwash myself to start seeing it as a real possibility for myself. So that would be a huge and major accomplishment for me, because I love my home, so I don't plan on selling it to pay it off. I say that now. I said a lot of things in January that I wasn't willing to do. Giving up restaurants was one of them. And I've actually had a lot of mindset changes on this journey, so there's no telling. But as of today, I don't plan on selling my house. I love my house. So I rather have miracles in other ways. Number 7. Did you take Financial Peace University class either in person or at home, or did you read the Total Money Makeover book? Or did you learn about Dave Ramsey online? I actually learned about Dave Ramsey because, you know, I'm not quite sure when, but I do know that years and years ago, I had co-workers that really followed his plan, and I thought they were crazy. I thought that they were people who made all this money and was just being super cheap for no good reason. It did not seem fun or interesting or exciting to me. So yeah, so I've heard of Dave Ramsey. Then I don't even know, but I realized, because I looked in my back files, in 2012, I signed up and paid for Financial Peace University, the online edition, and didn't do any of it. And I think you had like 60 days or something to do it, 69 days or something. I didn't do any of it. So that expired, and the book was sent to me, and it may be in one of my bedrooms, one of my other bedrooms right now. I rent out bedrooms, so I don't have access to go in there and really see, but I didn't read the book. But I did recently, I ran into an audio book of it, so I actually listened to the old audio book of Total Money Makeover. But I think that there's so much awesome and good material on YouTube that I was able to like just watch video after video after video from Dave Ramsey himself, listening to his radio show, and then also watching all of the YouTuber videos, and I learned a lot. I feel like I can probably teach Financial Peace University without having taken the real thing, but no, I haven't taken it officially, though I did pay for it in my bad money ways, you know, paid for something that I didn't even use. Did you do a budget prior to this? Yes, I've always done a budget. I've done budgets. I have budgets that I've done when I was 16 and when I first had jobs. I would be like put $25 in savings. So I've always been a natural saver. I've never done a zero-based budget before though, and I'm finding that makes the difference, because before I would do a budget that basically took care of paying my bills, not necessarily paying off my credit cards month after month, like paying them to zero. I didn't do that. I budgeted portions that I would pay to credit cards, and you know, I did that game. And what I found is that I squandered a lot of money. This is the main reason why I wanted to do something different, is because, again, I was one of those people who felt like, you know, I make pretty good money. I make good money, and I don't really have a lot to show for it. As far as my savings, as far as my retirement, as far as if I'm going to successfully retire one day, what's that looking like? And I really should have way more than I have. And so that's what made me want to crack down. I tried to crack down before without Dave Ramsey's plan, and I tried to track my spending, and all I was finding was that month after month I was spending more and more money, like $2,000 and $3,000 just on eating out and nothing. Not even buying stuff, because I'm not even a shopper. So that's the crazy part. So yeah, so this way of budgeting, I'm finding that it's super, super effective, and I'm seeing changes already, and it's only been about a month and a half now. Have you tried Dave Ramsey's new Every Dollar budgeting website? Sure have, and that's exactly what I use. I love Every Dollar. I love that whole concept that give every dollar an assignment, tell it where to go, and just know where every single dollar is going to go because you ordered it there, you directed it there, and you did not just say, oh, I hope, I wish, I pray. So I do use that website. I use a free site because, again, I'm not trying to spend money that I don't have to spend. So I do the free site. I also do budgets on paper. I do my budget like I'm forever reconciling my accounts to make sure everything is everything. So yeah. And I usually go into that app every single day, several times a day. And when I make purchases, I update them like immediately. Do you consider yourself a free spirit or a nerd of your relationship? I am my relationship. I am everything. So I am both free spirit and I'm both nerd. I'm both. I think I'm equally both. I have not taken an exam, an assessment or anything, but I love details. I love the numbers. I love learning. I love playing. And then I'm a free spirit because I love living in the moment. I believe that nothing's promised, not even retirement. So up until then, while we can be as responsible as we can be, we can also learn to live in our moments and create wonderful, beautiful memories. So I'm both free spirit and I'm a nerd. I spend and I save. Yeah, no, I have no guilt attached. Lately, though, I've been feeling kind of guilty if I go to McDonald's. I'm always like, you can do better at home. So that's kind of been a habit that's kind of been broken from this plan. Are you a hardcore Dave Ramsey follower? No, I'm not. No, I'm not a hardcore anybody follower or anything follower. Have you tweaked or changed the plan? Yup. Because like I said, I'm working on steps 3, 4, and 6. You know, I'm doing 12% and not 15%. I probably will do 15% when I figure out a great place to do that other 3%. I'm above the 4-month mark of my emergency fund. I think in his plan you fund your emergency fund and then you do the last 3 steps simultaneously. But I'm good, you know, so I'm doing all of that. And the main thing that tells you I'm not a Dave Ramsey follower, I do credit cards. I live a credit card lifestyle. I like complication. I like playing and juggling and doing a bunch of complicated things. And I like earning points. You know, he says that, you know, points really aren't worth it, especially if you're going to get dinged because you forgot to pay something or you missed a payment or you were late on a payment and you're paying a lot in interest. But I'm a great juggler. I'm a details girl, so I find no problem with it. And like I said, I have businesses that pay for my credit card fees. So it's all good. So no, I'm not. Have I tried an ELP, a Dave Ramsey endorsed local provider? No, I haven't. And I don't plan to. Yeah, that's the answer to that question. And then the next question, from your experiences, do you think the plan works? I think the plan absolutely works. And matter of fact, if I was associated or affiliated with a church or anybody else that teaches this, I probably would even volunteer to sign up to teach this so that I can teach this to other people in my family, in my community, because yeah, I think it really works. That's all I have for you. Thank you, Path to Debt Freedom, for putting this together and for connecting this community in this way. And until next time, peace.